welcome to my channel. This is Meredith. This is hopefully the last vlog in my Draft With Me series, where I'm drafting the rewrite of the first book that I've ever written. I wrote the first draft part of last year and the beginning of this year. I plotted it and restructured it for a while, and then I started redrafting it in August just to catch you up. But I'll also have a playlist linked down below of the rest of the vlogs in this series, because it's been a whirlwind from doing 70,000 words in 1 month to a writing slump, and then pulling back through and doing 50K in 1 month. It's been an absolutely crazy fall. But the real goal is to finish this book before the end of October so that I can write a new book for NaNoWriMo. And so there's a really big push to get through this book, but also to do it well, because I've been planning it for a really long time and I'm really proud of the work that I've done on it, and I want to do it justice. Except that I just took a week-long vacation, maybe even longer than a week. It was like 11 days. It was a long vacation, and I barely wrote throughout all of that. So I have some time to make up. I have a really tight deadline. I have a lot of words to write, and I am excited for another challenge. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the content, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. I'll be doing Preptober videos and NaNoWriMo videos and vlogs and all that good stuff. So stick around to see what stuff I have coming up next. Today is October 11th. We only have a week and a half, maybe like 12-ish days until I have my cutoff for this book. I just finished chapter 27 today. I wrote 4,500 words today already, and that's a lot. That's usually I don't do that much. That's not typical. So I'm actually very impressed with myself that I did that much today after such a long time of not writing, because usually it takes me a while to get back into it, because I'm like, what the heck was I talking about? What is all this stuff? So where does this leave us? How many words do I have in my novel? I don't even know. I should have looked. Should I go look? Oh, look. I have 127,000 words in my novel right now. I have a bunch more chapters to write. I just have Act 3 mostly, and the climax will be fun. It'll be interesting. I think the chapters will be shorter. They'll be snappier. I'm projecting the book to clock in at about 160,000 words, which means I'll have to cut about 60,000 of those. Revision Meredith problem. That means that I have about 30,000 words left to write in the next 11-ish days. Am I going to actually make that happen? I hope so. You just never know with me. You just never know. I keep setting crazier and crazier goals, and I keep hitting these goals, and I don't know why or how, and we'll see what happens. So I have a full plate, but I'll update you and let you know how it goes. Until next time. Hello, today is October 12th. I wrote another chapter today, about 3,600 words. I'm now at about, I'm over 130,000 words in the whole draft. But the main thing that I wanted to say in this update was that I just finished Act 2. So I finished chapter 28, and that completes Act 2. It completes the bad guys close in portion. The next thing that I have to write is the first chapter in Act 3, which is heading right into the climax. So we have one more mystery beat to figure out, and then we're straight to the main event. So I'm really making so much progress, and I'm feeling very good about it. I definitely have concerns about the pace of my plan for the next couple months, because this pace is really a lot. And so I am thinking about the concept of burnout and what that would look like if I start to feel that. So I'm kind of like on the lookout for it. For now, everything's fine, but hopefully it will stay fine and I will finish this book and still have some steam left. I don't know. I've never tried anything quite this ambitious before. That is all for tonight. I just wanted to film a short update. I will see you in the next update, hopefully with some strong word counts and no burnout. Catch you then. I felt like in my last writing update, which was like 2 days ago, I was like a little dismal about burnout and just anticipating that. But I feel the opposite of burnt out right now. So yesterday I had an incredible writing day. So it was the like gathering the team beat. Everybody like that we've kind of met throughout the book has come back to a single location, and like finding out like the final mystery beat, and it was just really fun. They just have a great friendship dynamic. Like everyone brings something different to the table. I loved writing that chapter. It was great. And then today I wrote another chapter, but it's like really short. It's like 1,700 words, which means that I can probably go back to the other perspective that I was having a lot of fun with yesterday and just kind of get back into that like really exciting friend group dynamic, which means that I'll probably end up writing 2 chapters today, which is great because that's what I wanted to do, was like get ahead by a day as much as I can, because then I'll finish the book faster and then have more time for Preptober. So I feel like today's a really good day to kind of catch up, make really good strides. I was looking at my outline and okay, so I'm writing chapter 31 for the rest of the day. It's only supposed to have 38 chapters. That means that like if I keep on this chapter a day, or these chapters are getting way shorter. So that means I'd have a week left after today to finish this book. So I feel like it's just crazy that we're here, that I'm just like racing to the finish line. I'm going to be finished the second book that I've ever written very soon, and I am looking forward to being done, because I know that there's a lot that's going to go into revisions. I already have a huge checklist of like, okay, here are the things you did not do well, and I know that I'm going to find more on the reread. So I'm kind of like feeling at peace with the idea of finishing this, knowing that it's imperfect and messy, and putting it out of my mind for a little while. Anyway, that's the update. I will go write my next chapter and I will talk to you later. Bye. Well, it is October 17th today. It's Monday. It's been a crazy writing week. I just finished the climax of the book, like just 2 seconds ago. I was like, I have to video this. This is insanity. And I just hit 150,000 words. So I was at 100,000 words on September 24th. It's October 17th now. So I don't know how many days that is, but that's 50,000 words in less than a month. So that's cool. Because I've basically been like, word count doesn't matter anymore. Now that we're so close to NaNoWriMo, it's like chapters are what's important. So I've been writing like 1 chapter like every single day since I got back from vacation, like without fail. And it's been insane, frankly, but I have had the best time of my life. And what I do know word count wise is that on Saturday I wrote 5,000 words. Sunday, yesterday, I wrote about 2,000 words. Today I've written 3,500 words. I'm probably going to keep writing more tonight just because I have a lot of momentum right now. So I have 4 like pretty short chapters to write, and I think that like if I get one of them done today, I could probably finish the book tomorrow, you know, depending on how things go, but maybe the next day, but probably tomorrow, which is way ahead of schedule. So that would be October 18th rather than the 22nd, which was what I was planning on. So I have like crazily pulled ahead. But the problem is I've gotten really attached to this book as I've written the climax, because yes, it was exhausting because there were so many pieces and I was pantsing a lot of it and it was crazy, but it came together. I can't even explain like what happened, but like I stuck the landing. Right now I'm just going to tie up the book, all those conversations that need to happen, and we're just going to resolve tension and conflict, and it's going to be great. And there are so many cool character arcs to like tease out. Can't wait to write this stuff. So anyway, unless something catastrophic happens, I keep saying this, but unless something crazy happens, I'm finishing a book tomorrow. I have so much work out of me. I feel like that's all there is to say. Okay, I will update you. Stay tuned. Well, today's the day, I guess. It is October 18th. Last night I wrote 6,700 words. I thought that I had miscalculated because I just didn't think I'd spent that much time on it, but I think that the work was just so focused. It was just so like deep work that the time just passed and I didn't even really know that it was going by, which is the best kind of writing ever. So I had such a good writing day yesterday, and that was my highest word count ever, I believe, is 6,700. And I was like, ooh, should I write more and just like, you know, hit a new milestone? But I was like, nah, because I wanted to think a little bit more carefully about the next scene, because what I'm going to be writing today obviously is the entire ending. So I wanted to take a second and brainstorm the scene that I'm going to be writing next, and I did that, and now I've been like obsessing about it all morning and like thinking about dialogue, and it's just, I'm so excited to write it. It's the scene where like you really actually figure out what all the pieces are in this game. It's like even after the climax, like you still don't know everything. Like last time I was happy to finish the book, but I knew that there was so much work that I felt like upset to finish it because I was just like bewildered. I had no idea what I was going to do next. And a part of me was thinking about just quitting and going on to something else because it would take so much work. It's now 7 months later, and I was right at the time. There was so much work to do, and now it's almost done. And I'm just literally at the fun part. Like, writing today is not going to be work for me. It's just going to be like a total reward. Like, just everything that I've wanted to say so far, I now get to just say it. I might take tomorrow as like a grieving day because I'm gonna miss this story so much. I might just like reverse outline and read back through, and that'll give me a chance to like spend some more time with it and just enjoy the story a little bit before I put it away for a long time. That's what I'll do tomorrow, and probably read a lot of books. And I don't even know if I'll start working on my NaNoWriMo book because I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm gonna be like book hungover from my own book. Well, I guess the only thing left to do is to stop talking and get writing. So I will be back with a progress update. Hello, it is later in the day on October 18th. I just wanted to say a writing update. I have not finished my book yet, but we're so close. It's actually freaky. Earlier today, I wrote chapter 37, which was that chapter I was really excited about earlier. And it turned out great. I really like it. I just think it hits all the right beats. It's great. And then I wrote chapter 38 as well. Both of them were a little bit over 2,000 words, so I've already written about 4,500 words today. And that leaves a single chapter. So that's chapter 39, and this chapter will be short. And I already have the whole first scene written from my previous draft. I'm just going to copy it over, and I've already done the editing to kind of catch it up to speed. I'm going to just keep all of that, and I'm not going to count that into my fresh word count, but that means that I don't have to write that today, and that's about 1,000 words. So with that already done, and this already being a short chapter, that means I have one scene left to write. It is the final conversation. It's like the final image of what I leave you on in the book. And I'm really so excited for it because it's going to drive all the themes home. It's going to look at the interplay between the two characters and the kind of the two worldviews that they have finally helping each other rather than clashing. And I just think that it's a great resolution to everything that I've worked towards so far. Some things that are going through my head right now. Basically, I've just been super happy today. I don't know, I was just feeling all the feels, and like, you know, it feels like I've just read like a book that I really, really enjoyed and gotten to the end, and I'm seeing all these characters like hit their final arcs, and it's just a really rewarding time. I feel like I'm gonna be kind of devastated when I don't have anything left to write of it. I want to edit it like really badly. Like I want to work on this and skip NaNoWriMo, but I'm not going to because putting this away is going to be the very best thing for me, and I know that. I'm feeling pretty great today. Okay, I'm gonna just update you when this book is done, and we'll talk then. Okay, I haven't done it yet, but I think I need vibes. Like, I'm just distracted, and I just spent like an hour looking up how to design book covers, and then I was like playing around with like Pinterest art and like putting my like title on it and stuff. And then I was trying to look up like how much it costs to print like a single book. Like if I just print like a draft, how much does it cost? And the price was like looking way too high. So I need to look into it, but that was the best procrastination ever. I've never like seen my dream realized that beautifully. I can't wait for this stage, but I have to finish the book first. So I'm gonna create some vibes. Okay, the vibes are working, so I'm gonna go do my thing and I'll be back in about 500 words. I will see you when this book is done. Well, that was exciting. I finished my book. It clocked in at about 160,000 words, which is less than I thought it was going to be, but still more than it needs to be. So I'll still have to do some editing on that end to cut it down by a lot, but that's okay. I'm just actually so happy that it's not 180. So 160,000 is no big deal. And having done that in 2.5 months is pretty cool in my books. Today alone, I wrote 6,400 words. Yesterday, I wrote 6,700 words. On Saturday, I wrote 5,000 words. There's just a lot going on here. And I just want to say, in case there's confusion, this process wasn't easy. More of the breakdowns and like questioning everything came more in the brainstorming phase when I just didn't have a very clear picture of like where I needed to go. But with drafting and with a really solid outline, I didn't have that. And I don't know if this is going to happen again in any book I ever write. Like, to me, this was probably the best possible writing experience that I ever expected to have. And I'm really grateful for it and grateful that I have these videos to look back on and to kind of see when life gets busy and I'm not able to do something like this ever again. Like, I did this and it was possible and it was fun. And if you are still watching all the way out here where I've actually finished the book, I appreciate it so much. It means a lot to me that you are watching and enjoying my crazy writing life. It's a couple days later. I have been taking the last couple days to reverse outline. I was writing it so fast that I wasn't able to go back and write down all of the list of scenes that I actually did end up including and changing my outline from the plan that I'd had to what I actually accomplished. So it actually took me the last like 2.5 days to finish the reverse outline because there was so much content I had to go through and reread. And I ended up just loving the content all over again. I don't know, I just love it. And I think I needed that time as well to just get over the story because I don't want to get over it. I don't really want to move on. Like, it's been 1 year and my brain is on one track and it wants to stay on this track. And like every time I watch a writing video, I'm like thinking about how I can apply it to this story. And I just want to keep absorbing the story and making it better and just like hammering at it because I'm just like, I think I've trained my brain to just always have this story in mind whenever I'm thinking about anything. I mean, that's such a good thing. Like, I think that's so effective for actually creating a story that I like. But it's weird to move on. But I am working on it, and I just started working on my next story for NaNoWriMo today. I'll be making some videos about that book and moving away from this one. But hey, I finished a book in 2.5 months. I'm really, really happy with my progress so far, and I know I'm a really long way off from my real goals of actually getting published, but having a completed project that I feel like isn't complete trash is such a good first step in the right direction. So I'm really pleased, and here we go. We're gonna write a second one. This is gonna be nuts, but stick around for that. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. I think that all that's left to say is I will see you in the next video. Bye.